Welcome back to another Parts Factory Australia installation tutorial video. Guys, today I'm working on this Holden Barina. If you're overseas, it could be called a Chevy Avo. Heaps of different other names. If you need to find that out, just Google that information. But yeah, guys, this one, 2011 to 2017, they call it a TM model. Basically, we're gonna be changing the fan blower motor. It's actually probably the most unique fan blower motor I've ever seen. You actually need to use a Stanley knife to cut it out, but don't let that freak you out. It's actually not as bad as it sounds. I'll walk you through all the steps. I've already been in there, had a look. It seems to be fairly straightforward. But don't forget, guys, if you do need this part, we have them available here at Parts Factory Australia. I'll put the link in the description of the video. They're $168.30 with free express post anywhere in Australia. And if you are overseas, we've got you covered. We've got FedEx available on the checkout. You can cruise in there, enter in your postcode, and it'll give you a quote for international postage. Alrighty, guys, expect this one to take about 25 minutes. You're gonna need to be able to get in there and hop in under the dash. You're gonna need a 7mm socket, an 8mm, and a Stanley knife, maybe a pair of pliers, I'm not sure. As we get in there, I'll let you know further information. Alrighty guys, let's jump into it. Alrighty guys, just before we get started, the sponsor of this video today is the team down at Trikes Australia. They sell these fantastic little drift trikes. Guys, it's the perfect Christmas or birthday present for any age, any gender, guys. They're basically electric toys for kids and adults. So I'll give you a demo. Almost stacked it. Alrighty guys, I just want to quickly demonstrate the problem you might be having, just to help you diagnose if this is what you need to change. If we pop into the car, you don't even have to turn the car on for this. Switch it on to accessories, and then just, you can hear how it has like a whine to it. It's like a woo. Yeah, that's what this fix is gonna do, guys. Sounds like the bearing's gone. Yeah. Guys, so if you are left-hand drive, it'll be on the right side of the car, over there. And if you are right-hand side, like in Australia, it's gonna be here on the left side. Now, if you come down here, the first thing you're gonna notice is that there's a really bright torch, which is stopping you from being able to see. So I'm gonna grab this, bring it out if I can. Okay, the first thing you're going to notice is these three 7mm. So, I'm taking the liberty to pre-prepare my rattle gun for you. 1, 2, 3. And this entire panel will drop down. And just put the panel to the side. Grab your screws. Just get everything out of the way. You've got plenty of room. And then, hopefully we can bring our torch back in now. And we'll look up under and we will find our fan blower motor is behind this pipe looking vent thing. Now, to get that out, you have a little trim tab up there. Where is it? There. See that? Use a flathead screwdriver and pop that little trim piece out. And then I hope that this will just pop out of the way. Yep, it does. It's just clipped in up there. So go and get a little flathead screwdriver and we'll pop that out. Alrighty guys, so I've decided that realistically, now that that's kind of down and out of the way, I might not have to undo that trim. So I'm just gonna have another look up under here. You can see the fan blower motor is just hanging out there. Now, you got this wiring here. You can unplug the resistor over in the back corner over there. Unplug that grey plug and you can just pull down on it. And then we're going to undo that zip tie in the center of the camera right now. We're going to undo that zip tie in the center of the camera right now. And then at the back over here, I don't know if the camera can see that. Yeah, you see that plug? We're going to pull that plug out. And then we're going to undo that 8mm, that 8mm, and that 8mm, and that cover will drop off. And then, this is the most important part, do you see this ridge around the outside? All the way, like, so you see that, do you see on the one without the bolt hole, sorry, the one without the bolt in the hole, and do you see that ridge that goes all the way around the outside? Basically, you need to get a Stanley knife and cut into that all the way around, a nice and sharp one, all the way around, and this fan will just drop out. Literally, that's how easy it is. I don't know why they've done that, but there is a silver lining, and it's that the replacement fan, once you've got it back in, re-bolts back into that hole in the center of the screen. So you can see that it is a cut job when you get it out, but then when you put it back in, it is a bolt job. So yeah, it's a bit of a funny one. I'm gonna jump straight into this. Hey guys, I've gone ahead and grabbed my little Stanley knife here. I should be able to come up. I'm gonna just put this into wide mode. Now, my first initial plan is to get these wires off the fan. So I'm just gonna cut through that like so, and you can see how it just pops down like that. Do the same thing here. Right, pop the wire down, and then let's hope that this plug will come out nice and easy. Sometimes it'll be best if we can see where we actually are first by taking that cap off, but I'm hoping to just do it by feel. See, look at that. So yeah, there's a depressible tab, so it goes in at the back over there. You can just press in and pull out, and then see this resistor? Let's unplug the resistor. Just like so. Over here, see that? You can just unplug that, move all this over here, just tuck it away out of the way. And then we're gonna grab our Stanley and we're gonna start cutting around the edge, believe it or not. No joke. I'm in now, and if we kind of just keep pushing it in, like stabbing it, it might be the easiest method. Because if you force it, then you might cut yourself on these little metal pieces. Yeah, so you can see it's starting to free up. Just keep stabbing it in. Alrighty guys, check this out. So I've grabbed my knife, I've gone all the way around the edge, and look at this. It slides all the way around like a little train. Alrighty guys, I've cut all the way around the edge, and as you can see, the fan is beginning to come out, and it's hard to get to the very back, but yeah, I figured I should just be able to grab it and pull it out. Alrighty guys, so obviously we got the busted up one out. Can confirm it is the bearing, it's quite solid. But as you can see, this is the parts factory equivalent, guys. We have about 100 in stock, dead square in the center of the screen, so if you need them, links in the description. They are a direct plug and play. Obviously you got to cut your old one out, but then yeah, you get to use these little bolt holes to bolt the next one in. Basically at this point we just need to take this cover off, move it onto this in the same fashion. So it should be easy because the plug will line up the cap itself. These are looking like 6mm or 7mm. We'll swap this onto here, and then we'll get ready to put this one back in. Alrighty guys, I've taken the cap off the top of this one and put it on a new one. I've already done a test fit and everything seems to fit quite well. Now there is one little thing you got to do. Guys, what I would recommend doing is you need 3 of these self-tapping screws, right? The ones off this cover are perfect. So I've taken these to a hardware shop and I grabbed 3 more, and yeah, basically you can now use the original ones back in that cover and the 3 new ones in our little fan. So if you come in under here, you will notice straight away that it's going to be much easier to put it back in than it was to get it out. So if we just grab the blower, we bring it up, we're lining it up. See this pipe back here? We line it up perfectly in the center. Basically, it should just slide in and be happy days. Of course, I'm doing it with one hand, but at that point, you can see how that's in right now. Obviously, I'm going to go around the outside and put the 4 screws in. Alrighty guys, depending on what country you're in, when you first plug your fan in, you might find that it's quite weak flow coming out of these vents. Now that's because depending on the hemisphere or the side of the earth you're on, you will need to reverse the rotation of the fan. Now, to do that, basically just pull this little tab out of the top of this plug. Make sure the car is obviously off. Yeah, so you kind of just got to get a little pointy nose in there, and you can just lever it out like so. Just grab it and lever. Yeah, there we go there. So you see how that plug's now ready to pop down like that? So you pull that cap off, and then you can just swap the sides they're facing and just put it back exactly how it was, but obviously the other direction. Just get them in so you can kind of like line it up and then do it. One, see if we can bend it around the corner. Two, and just pushing them back into the plug, basically exactly how they came out, but back into the holes. So here she comes now. Boom, you can actually hear a click, and then you just re-grab that little tab. So you push it in, you can hear that click, and then that's the plug with the orientation, and then you can just plug the fan in, and then now you can run a trial and make sure it's blowing nice and consistent, strong air. So you now find, as long as you've got it switched on, it should be blowing nice, smooth, quiet air. And if you had no air, you've got air for the first time, so happy days. It's now time to reassemble that hose and put the cover back on. Alrighty guys, so I've put the fan back in, I've put the plug back in, I've re-put the hose, which just tucks up here. You won't miss it as long as you get over in that corner. It's now time to put our cover back in and put our 3 screws back on. If you've bent any of these in the process, just straighten them up so that the cover's ready to go on nice and smooth. Alrighty guys, all done. I hope everything's gone nice and smooth for you. You followed my instructions to the T and everything's working smoothly as I promised at the beginning of the video. Guys, don't forget, if you need the fan and you haven't bought it yet, cruise on to our website, link in the description, get it on its way, grab it in your hand, use this tutorial to relearn again, rewatch again how to install it into your Barina. Guys, if you need the resistor, we also have them available. Video will also be on our channel, and if you can, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. You never know, we've got a whole bunch of content for this car. Any other dramas happen with your car in the future, jump on our channel and I'm sure I'll be able to help you out. My name's Lucas, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.